Amateurs seek the sun and get eaten. Power stays in the shadows. The optimist thinks this is the best of all possible worlds. The pessimist fears it is true. My childhood did not prepare me for the fact that the world is full of cruel and bitter things. The important thing isn't, can you read music? It's, can you hear it? They won't fear it until they understand it. And they won't understand it until they've used it. We knew the world would not be the same. A few people laughed, a few people cried. Most people were silent. They won't fear it until they understand it. When we deny the evil within ourselves, we dehumanize ourselves, and we deprive ourselves not only of our own destiny, but of any possibility of dealing with the evil of others. I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. Just because we're building doesn't mean we get to decide how it's used. Theory will only take us so far. You can convince anyone with anything, even yourself. The foolish man seeks happiness in the distance. The wise grows it under his feet. There are no secrets about the world of nature. There are secrets about the thoughts and intentions of men. Science is not everything, but science is very beautiful. No man should escape our universities without knowing how little he knows. I'm not trained in anything. I'm a self-made man. I don't know if we can be trusted with such a weapon, but we have no choice. Both the man of science and the man of action live always at the edge of mystery, surrounded by it. The people of this world must unite, or they will perish. The universe is not asking permission. We don't unlock secrets of the cosmos. We wrestle them from the void. Curiosity is the spark that ignites the flame of knowledge, but responsibility is the fuel that keeps it burning. The scientist is a poet who reads the language of nature. In science, there are no shortcuts, only detours. Peace is not the absence of conflict. It is the resolution of conflict through understanding. The power to create is also the power to destroy. We must choose wisely. The stars hold stories older than time, waiting for us to decipher them. Technology is a tool, a powerful one, but it is the purpose we wield it for that defines us. The greatest challenge isn't splitting the atom, it's healing the divisions within humanity. The future is not a gift, it is an achievement. Education is the key that unlocks the potential within us all. The universe is not random. There is a symphony in its chaos. Every generation stands on the shoulders of giants who came before. Let us be worthy of those who follow. The human mind is a universe itself, waiting to be explored. Doubt is not the enemy of progress. It is the fuel that propels it forward. The true scientist never stops questioning, never stops learning. The universe may be vast, but our capacity for wonder is vaster still. We are not separate from the universe. We are a part of it, a manifestation of its grand design. Let us strive to understand, not just conquer, the forces of nature. It is not a good idea to take too many courses in the sciences. It leaves less time for dancing. There must be no barriers to freedom of inquiry. There is no place for dogma in science. Both the man of science and the man of action live always at the edge of mystery, surrounded by it. There is a brief moment when all there is in a man's mind and soul and spirit is reflected through his eyes, his hands, his attitude. This is the moment to record. The way in which physicists have managed to reduce to the bare bones a description of the universe to the single principle of the quantum theory is one of the great intellectual triumphs of our century. There are no secrets about the world of nature. There are secrets about the thoughts and intentions of men. When you come right down to it, the harm that comes to ordinary people from an atomic bomb is less than the harm that comes to ordinary people from continuous war. In any attempt to bridge the domains of experience belonging to the spiritual and physical sides of nature, time occupies the key position. There is a brief moment when all there is in a man's mind and soul and spirit is reflected through his eyes, his hands, his attitude. This is the moment to record. Both the man of science and the man of action live always at the edge of mystery, surrounded by it. The history of science is a history of powerful, profound, and thrilling images that serve as temporary metaphors for reality. The most important things about life I have ever had to say, I learned from my cats, in some sort of crude sense which no vulgarity, no humor, no overstatement can quite extinguish. The physicists have known sin. There are children playing in the streets who could solve some of my top problems in physics, because they have modes of sensory perception that I lost long ago. It is perfectly obvious that the whole world is going to hell. The only possible chance that it might not is that we do not attempt to prevent it from doing so. The optimist thinks this is the best of all possible worlds. The pessimist fears it is true. The atomic bomb made the prospect of future war unendurable. It has led us up those last few steps to the mountain pass, and beyond there is a different country. When you see something that is technically sweet, you go ahead and do it, and you argue about what to do about it only after you have had your technical success. That is the way it was with the atomic bomb. The physicists have known sins, and this is a knowledge which they cannot lose. It is an essential of a good scientist to be able to focus the attention and energies on a subject, no matter how unfamiliar, till it is clear and understandable.